What's up guys, and welcome to Maso Hendo Plays. Today we have another re-upload of a video game I played on my previous channel, Mason the Brock Henderson. While I'm still working on moving my backlog of videos over to this one, I will continue to upload current Let's Plays on that channel. I also do reviews of TV shows and movies on that channel, and if you want to see me talk soccer, you can check out my other channel, Blues and Stripes. But to try to get caught up as quickly as possible, I'll be uploading 2 videos per day until we get caught up to the present series that I'm on. But with all that being said, let's get to the video. Central Dalmatia. This is cool to have Joshua back and have him be part of the party. Let's do it. I'm sure Torgal's happy to see him again too. Cloak and dagger.
It's like a dream. The 4 of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Jote is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Okay. So we got a quest here. Does this mean I'm able to... Okay, good. I'm gonna go do these first then, just to go ahead and knock them out.
You said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby.
Alright, but first...
Blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Easy enough to spot.
First we gotta, you know, deal with something else that's right in front of us, Clive. Alright, see the wyvern over there? Let's go deal with him real quick.
This must be our wyvern. Alright. Let's get this over with. Nice try.
Apparently I've got to get better at dodging wyvern attacks, because... Oh my goodness. And you're done. No problem. Except for the fact, yeah, I got hit 3 times. It's kind of embarrassing. A raptor liver. Nice.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Should be no problem. Also, I'm kind of curious to see how much Joshua's going to be helping with healing in battle, because I know that was something that he was really good at when he was younger. Can I... Oh, wrong button. There we go.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe.
Here we go.
Better head back.
Before we head back. Okay, here we are in Martha's Rest. Time to talk to my uncle's butler. Where is he, though? How you doing, Martha?
They seem bent on driving me from my inn. But if they want me out, they're gonna have to try harder.
Hell yeah. Alright, is he upstairs? Maybe? There he is.
My lord Marquis, is that you? It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
Just tell me.
All right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord.
It feels like this
I
one's
shall
going to take a
pray for
while.
your success and safety.
A lot of people to talk to. It is very interesting, though, because something that I didn't really consider that's kind of hit me now is the idea behind what Sid's trying to do is noble, but at the same time it's also pretty naive, because you're basically taking away these people's way of living and forcing them to have to learn to live without it. And while the idea behind taking out the Mother Crystals, like I said, very noble, it probably will keep the Blight from... Well, that being said, we've seen the Blight apparently still progresses even with the Mother Crystals being gone. But even with the idea in mind that the Mother Crystal is what's causing the Blight, you're still leaving these people very basically high and dry, because they don't know how to survive without the crystals yet. So it almost feels like you really should have focused on trying to, I guess, convince the people that they don't need the crystals first. And then after that, that's when we go and start trying to take down the Mother Crystals. But it's just an interesting topic of discussion, because there are real life comparisons you can make
It's not
with...
going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
But just real life comparisons with how we... Oh my god. Clive. Like how we use power and stuff, and what we use for fuel, and how some people think we need to stop, and it's like, well, but we don't have any other alternatives, so we can't just stop completely.
Could be I know something more.
Hello, Goetz. What do you got?
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Charon's been selling steel to whoever'll pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
So either he's lying or
You've
there's
seen this
somebody
Reaper at
using
work.
her name.
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalamil. Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
Yeah, I can't tell though if
You
he's
don't
lying
think
or...
Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Yeah, true.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Charon hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this store he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
I'm always careful.
You too, Goetz.
Yeah, either he's lying or somebody is using Karen's name. I'm guessing it's more likely that somebody is using Karen's name.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
It's gonna be Rutherford's colleague.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Maybe I'll take all of your heads.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
So anyways, since this won't be too difficult, let me just talk to the audience real quick. So how are you guys doing? You having a good day? I'm having a pretty good day, you know. Been a nice morning. I had some good coffee. Dunkin', of course, because that's the best coffee there is. Do I have to be the one to take him down? I guess so. Okay. Enemy slain. No problem.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican Army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
It's like
One
anarchy
of Rutherford's men.
is just set
He
in.
sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalamil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more. And his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's central command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
But realistically, that's probably how it would be in our world too.
No. to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
So much traveling. Yeah, I could imagine just all of the people with power, you know, weapons and stuff, ability to take control. If our world fell into something like this, where there's kind of chaos, I think they would definitely rule. So,
Can I interest you in a new sword?
okay, we can ask some more about this stuff. Lubor's rolling Dalamil.
My comrades and I.
I've been keeping a watchful eye on the dark clouds in whose shadow we find ourselves, and the vultures that trail in their wake. Though we may have weathered their last assaults, I fear we may not be so lucky should the bandits choose to attack again. If they do, those of us who can fight must be ready, so that those of us who cannot, the children, the elderly, stand at least some chance of weathering the storm. Victor has been a great help. He has lent his strength and knowledge to the town guard, has been aiding them in organizing our defenses.
And defend Dalamil we shall.
The only outlaw who'll be setting foot in this town is my good friend Sid. Guard in the guild. They are cornerstones upon which Dalamil will be rebuilt. Although that rebuilding has only just begun, they are already proving more than sturdy.
I always knew.
That Natalie and Conrad had it in them to drag us out of the muck. They only had to stop flinging it at one another and start working together. Victor, too, is doing his part. He has been training Conrad's men in the art of the blade. He will soon be the rival of any troop in the Republic.
Meanwhile,
Natalie and her league of merchants are collecting donations from the townspeople, that we might see our stalls filled. Mere moons ago, suggesting that the merchants of Dalamil might ever band together for the sake of anything other than profit, would have laughed you out of town.
proof, if any more were needed.
That Dalamil is much changed, and entirely for the better. Do not fear us, Clive, we'll be all right. And then finally Dalmekia. Drake's fang has fallen, the skies boil, and the power of magic continues to wane. The lack of ether has driven countless thousands from their homes, while those in whose lands it remains plentiful fortify their borders, determined to keep its blessing for themselves. Not that all who flee are deserving of sympathy. The bandits who attacked us may have been driven by desperation, but the brutality was inexcusable. It's a question of methods. If they had come to us bearing begging bowls instead of blades, we would have gladly spared them what we could.
But something tells me...
Those brutes would rather starve than accept charity willingly offered. You're probably not wrong about that.
Dalamil's saved. You know what to do. And with ours.
Okay, let's check out this storehouse here.
Trying to brave the Viper's Nest.
Who is this that's taking Charon's name?
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one.
I think those are
Boys,
your options.
he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Well, this'll be quick. Why do we have to watch each of them take out their swords?
This didn't happen.
Like, they're not going to be sticking around for that long. Oh, you brought more. Oh. Better go deal with the guy that's healing people. Easy enough. I've gotten better about it, but I still have those moments where I think about the iconic abilities as something I only use whenever enemies are staggered. But I've gotten better about trying to actually use them in battles with normal enemies, especially when there are several. So that way I can kind of thin the herd a little bit. So anyway, time for you to die.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head.
Or I'll have his.
He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Charon's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Charon. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goetz. Right now.
Who's the Borgwyn, I wonder?
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty painted lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goetz, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goetz, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Oh, Goetz.
Goetz, no.
Enough, all of you!
I was about to say, I feel like she's going to show up and explain this whole situation.
Charon. But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it?
Bogan?
I thought the years might have taught you some sense. But I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been.
So how is it pronounced
What was
then?
it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch!
Whoa. Hey, calm down.
Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goetz, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
Good old Goetz.
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words.
Oh shit.
And now, it's time to collect.
Charon? Charon? What do you...
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Can't believe she cut off all of his fingers.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair.
Oh my god.
After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind, but that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goetz into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the wet legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
So she have a fake eye then? I don't think I noticed
me never to
that.
cross you, Charon.
Indeed. And with that, we're done in Dalimil.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Very true. I just realized, though, since I can talk to Lubor, I've not had a chance to talk to the dame and get her thoughts on stuff, so I'm wondering if that's a possibility. It looks like it is. Hello, Isabel.
I always have time for you, Clive.
Ask about the garrison? Philip's timely promotion has done wonders for the garrison's morale.
A welcome turn of events.
As a happy soldier, as a generous one.
But
even as our boys flourish under new leadership, others flounder for the lack of it. The Floods have finally claimed the old capital, along with the generals who maintained command over the northern legions.
And while Philippe is a good man,
he is no career officer, for better or for worse. It is all he can do to marshal the garrison, try to steer their thoughts away from the chaos unfolding beyond the gates.
there are so many questions.
And I do not pretend to have the answers. I do, however, have the means to provide the poor boys a pleasant distraction. For now, that will have to suffice. And then Oriflamme and more. Though there were rumors of a flood forming in the capital even before the fall of Drake's head, loss of Oriflamme and more to the ether still came as a shock.
Thousands remained in the capital,
unwilling to forsake their homes, and now we've taken in as many of the displaced as we can, reclaiming abandoned houses and workshops to give them a place to stay. Yet for every dozen we take in, countless more have no choice but to seek a new life further afield.
We will not be discouraged, though.
Whatever hardships we face, our home is still above the ether. Alright.
May the goddess grant you her grace.
Now I'm kind of wishing I had done a better job about going and talking to the... I don't know what to call them, but all of the friends of the hideaway, I guess. Because I know I've talked to Lubor once. I talked to Theodore and Eleanor, I think is the name of the siblings, over near the new capital of the Empire. But I've not spoken to the dame. It doesn't seem like Martha has much to say, but she could. I just missed it. And then we haven't gone and talked to, what's his name, that runs the one place. I think it's the guy that runs Lost Wing. His name escapes me, though. But who's this guy?
Here?
What happened?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'll go get them back.
I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits.
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Ouch.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
I wonder if we're going to get to meet all of Clive's extended relatives. Probably not, but that would be kind of cool.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
I see a big guy. Hello, gentlemen. I've come to kick your asses.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Alright, well, you're all about to die, so... Oh. Oops. That's my bad. Oh. Let's go. Oh my god. Joshua just shot a giant laser, I'm pretty sure. I cannot see. Stagger him again. And you're done. Well, not my finest moment, but easy enough.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
It's what I do.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
The throne has been destroyed already, to be fair.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course.
Listen to me.
I shall return to Northreach right away.
I know what I'm talking about.
Allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bistolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
Alright, is that it?
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Back to Martha's Rest, then. Alright, Rutherford. You've saved your men.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information.
That's a good point.
Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish, as it is mine.
Easier said than done, unfortunately. Excellent. The Breath of Light reduces flare breath cooldown. Okay, that's cool. Not that I really use flare breath anymore, but still cool to have. First and foremost, Charon.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been my right eye, Goetz. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
Well, that's sweet.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Really surprised that this is the first time we've brought up a fake eye for her. It makes me wonder how many times I've missed in the past that she has a fake eye. Like how many moments were there where she turned her left eye but her right eye did not follow. Okay, Continental Censer. According to Charon, a censer packed with herbs and ambergris can ward off everything from insects to the plague, protect the home from thieves and demons, and heal any number of ailments, all while bringing love and fortune. I'm not even going to try to read that because I just don't like my Charon voice. But that's funny though, it's so you can read congratulations. That's great. Let's go look at it real quick. Here it is, an ornate brass censer from beyond the outer seas, gifted to Clive by Charon for his assistance in clearing her name. According to the cantankerous shopkeep, when packed with herbs and ambergris and left to smolder, the fragrant smoke produced can ward off everything from insects to the plague, protect the home from thieves and demons, heal any number of ailments, all while bringing love and fortune. Very nice.
It seems the hideaway.
All right, Molly.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
And here you go. Make that food. Hopefully it looks better and smells better.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do.
My question is,
these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
What did she think skyworms was supposed to be exactly? Ooh, now that actually looks pretty good.
And here we have it, fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
Looks a lot better than your stew, that's for sure. Never mind. I'd rather not.
Not fit for consumption, then.
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way
to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavour and sensation, a graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
I'm confused, Sid. Why have we lost so many soldiers? Well, they keep dying to these blueback wyverns. Apparently, I'm the only one that can kill them. Alright. Very nice. Alright, back here we go. And it's time to do some exploring before we head on to our main objective, because it's like there's stuff over here and over here, so we'll see if I find anything interesting. Oh, there's my level up. Level 41. I see something glowing down there. Don't know how to get down there though. But chronolith.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The echoes have a will of their own.
Alright, but I think that's... yeah, that's the way to go. So, I'm gonna take this little side path. See what's over here. Got a chest over here. A regal sash. That's... sounds excellent. Just wanted to point out, Torgal's normal attack is now 3, and he is now a Dromy Striker. Don't know what that means, but... oh, look at that. I didn't even realize I could change the image. That's sweet. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Regal Sash. Nice. 10 more defense. 2 more HP. I'll take it. While I'm in the menu, let's go ahead and look at what I can upgrade. I have a lot of ability points, so starting from the bottom, we will upgrade Flare Breath. And also upgrade Wings of Light, which mastering it increases maximum Mega Flare to level 4. I was really hoping it was going to make it go up quicker because I don't feel like I'd be able to dodge for that long. Alright, we'll upgrade Satellite. That increases the number of satellites, so now we have 2. I guess I'll also check and see. Upgrade increases Flare Breath range. That's good. Alright, so now the next thing is for all of these abilities to be able to be added to any of the icon's abilities. I'm just going to start from the top, actually. Master all of the Phoenix's abilities here. You know, I'm looking at it. I honestly don't think I'm going to be able to get down to these bottom areas from this current path I'm on. I think the only way to do it is to go from the southern Velcroy Desert, take this path, and then I'll be able to go down the bottom areas. Even though that might take a little bit more time, I think that's what I'm going to do. Just to see what's down there, at least. Okay, so here we are. Ah, it also connected up here to Lightning's Cleft. In fact, there's a lot of stuff up here that apparently I'm able to get to now. I'm not sure. I think I'm just going to do a quick run around. I might cut all of this out if there's nothing really that interesting. Maybe just show if there are any, like, chests. But I do want to check it just to see if there's anything here that I might miss. I know I have a hunt somewhere in this area, I'm pretty sure. So as I open up this chest, something that I'm not a huge fan of in this area is sometimes when I'm fighting, like, the bigger enemies down here. I just faced a giant fallen dude. Because some of my attacks hit a wide range of areas, I'm actually accidentally hitting enemies on top of here, like up top, which is then alerting them to my presence, but obviously they can't come down here and attack me, so I actually have to leave the battle area to be able to do something like open the chest, which kind of sucks. But that being said, this is the first chronolith that I found that's actually glowing. Hand of Dione? What is this?
This one's awake.
Chronoliths are similar to the Arete Stone in that within them is hidden a virtual battlefield accessible by Clive and Clive alone. Each chronolith presents Clive with a timed trial in which he must combat continuous waves of deadly enemies equipped only with the feat and abilities of a single icon. Consumable item use is also strictly prohibited. Do I
Let's see what's inside.
Get something for doing this? Within this ancient menhir awaits a harrowing trial in which Clive must race to overcome a host of deadly foes, wielding the blessing of but a single icon, Garuda. We'll give it a shot. I'm assuming I get something for completing it. To complete the trial, Clive must defeat all enemies before time runs out, using only predetermined feat and abilities of a single icon. Time can be extended by performing certain battle techniques specified before the start of each trial phase. Okay. So I'm guessing that, okay, so it adds 12 seconds when I do a triple wheel, 8 if I do a deadly takedown. Cool. We'll try. Okay. Uh-oh. All right, come on.
Too slow.
Cool.
Let's try.
And there's the stagger. Ah, sweet. Stage 1 complete. Oh, that was just stage 1. Oh, I didn't even see I was supposed to land the aerial strike on them 3 times afterwards. I just always go triple wheel and then instant downward thrust. I guess let's keep going. Stage 2. Got Wicked Wheel again, and then Rook's Gambit, which I've not hardly used at all, so I'm going to have to do a better job of that.
Too slow.
Okay, there's stage 2. Didn't do as well with my health on that one as I would have liked, but I did get all of the bonuses, so that's good. Guess we'll see how many stages this has. Hopefully it's only 3. Alright, Rook's Gambit and Aerial Blast. Kinda figured. Okay, hit 3 enemies with a single Aerial Blast. That shouldn't be too hard. boy. This is not good.
Nice try.
Oh my god. Okay. Come on, keep hitting him. Okay. Whew. Yeah, that was... oh, that was very interesting battle. Is there still more? Oh, the final stage. Oh boy. Oh no. Not a coral. This is no good. So we've got aerial blast and we've got gouge. And I have 1 minute and 40 to beat him. Let's go. Stagger, sweet. Oh, great. Oh, crap. Oh, crap, 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 crap. No, it's not happening. Damn. All that work just to fail because of time. I think I'm going to have to come back whenever I'm stronger, if I'm being honest. Oh, good to see that respawns all the enemies around me too. That's fun. Alright, well, I'm probably going to skip ahead after I'm done searching all this place, but at least I know what the chronoliths are now. Interesting. Little abandoned fishing village here. Got a little treasure chest here. And goblin coins, some crafting materials.
This must have been a fishing village before everyone left.
And I can guess the reasons why. Okay, so this led us to Surdra's Weft. Not Wealth. I'm guessing this is going to be the site of another one of those S-rank battles, because it's another giant empty space. And it's actually a good thing that I did not try to come from Leitney's Cleft, because I would not have been able to go that way. So, but anyways, with that being said, we'll hop back to this obelisk and continue on our way to Tabor. I might try to do that chronolith off camera, maybe. I'm not sure how important it is, or if I get something at the end of it that would be important to record, but I might try to do that one while I'm not recording, because I feel like that's going to take a while to really get through. And I might also look and see if there are other chronoliths that have opened up as well because of it. Here we go, crossing the bridge.
Tell us about Jote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Good. Also, you might have noticed that once again, I was in a battle with enemies that were not anywhere near me. This section of the map has definitely not been enjoyable for that part. Yeah, it seems odd to me that you're able to hit enemies that are not on the same level as you, and even if you are able to, I'm shocked that you're not able to go deal with them. You have to basically just run away. Hello, sir. Traveling merchant.
Where are you off to now, then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps? Oh, no need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons. Ain't exactly feeling like sharing with strangers myself at the mo. Truth be told, I could do with a bit of inspiration. Don't know which way to turn no more.
Are you gonna keep talking? Oh my god.
Back in Oriflamme, right up until the poor Drake lost her noggin. So, thought I'd try me luck in the desert. And the Fang went the same way. And don't get me started on the mess in the bloomin' Dominion. Suppose I could try Camber next. But no, my luck. The old place be crawling with the works before I'd even sat out my store. But as I always say, where there's crisis, there's opportunity. The opportunity to mint gil, that is. So, where to next? Is there any money to be made in ash? Do orcs even carry gil?
Clive? What? Oh, is he done talking? Okay, finally. Jeez. Certainly loves the sound of his own voice, doesn't he? Got a little side quest up here. Wounded Republican soldier. Looks like he's about to die. Poor guy. Feel almost bad for him.
What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
Those people need my help.
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier.
He worked for Kupka. I feel no sympathy. Bad blood. Thankfully, this is one that I can do on my way.
Still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Here we are. Time to take him down.
Got here in time.
No problem.
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Maybe not yet, but... Ooh, an empty shard. Sweet. Oh, there he is. Oh, no, he's just outside the flood, it looks like. Lucky you.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
He's not a survivor anymore.
Wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
Sweet. Now my question is, how is he going to get out of here? As far as I can tell, he's stuck on this side of the ether flood.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
No, of course
You
not.
must have me confused with someone else.
Definitely not Sid. I mean, who mentioned Sid? What?
That scar.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosnus when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
Well, he bears
What
ill will
of
toward
mine
you.
Ill will! Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
Nah, he can barely stand.
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave!
Okay.
Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Good luck with that. Again, I'm pretty sure you're just trapped over here on this side of the ether flood, so...
You will regret not killing me when you had a chance, Sid. I will avenge my master.
I do wonder if that's going to come back to play at any point. Maybe a future side quest? Nice. More things to sell.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Watchman.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Well, glad I can visit.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates.
Ooh.
She awaits us within.
Very nice. Got another little city to visit. Mayor?
What brings you to our humble village, young man? If it's our artisans you're here to see, then please. But do try not to interrupt their work.
Actually, I've come to rob all of you guys, so give me all your money.
Welcome, welcome.
First, sell all my valuables. Nice. 17,000. On the Shoulders of Giants, Orchestrion roll.
A fine choice.
Let's get it.
Of course.
What's in here? Leatherworker.
Stand back, friend. You don't want to get this stuff on you, believe me.
Just wondering if there are any chests around I can open. Another leather
Forgive
worker.
me, traveler, but no matter how deep your pockets might be, we only sell to trusted patrons. I do hope you've not had a wasted journey.
Oh, okay then. Oh wow. For some reason I didn't think it was that big, but now I'm seeing there's this whole upper section here. I guess let's go ahead and climb the ladder first. Alright, another chest with more to sell. Goodness, this is going to be kind of like a maze figuring out where I've already gone. Another chest with another goblin coin.
Decent quarry's been hard to find since the sky's
Another
turned.
chest.
It has indeed. Can't blame the beasts for being on edge.
I'm still not entirely sure what Ultima did when he turned the sky like this, but it certainly seems like it increased the amount of ether floods that are out there. Okay, I think I searched around the entire town and found all the chests, so let's go inside. Finally get some answers about Jote. At least hopefully.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Jote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
It does?
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Oh.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Jote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Jote.
That's interesting.
You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Jote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
I can't imagine we'll be facing Barnabas just yet, though. Meanwhile, the Agora, the Free Cities of Canada.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
Oh, Agora, my bad.
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Uh-oh.
Distinguished members of the council.
Hmm.
You must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic.
Yeah, I know.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Yeah, okay.
Enough.
Did he just kill everybody in the room?
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn.
He's gonna try to kill Jill.
See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
But no, I figured we'd be facing off against Odin basically before the fight with Ultima. Almost kind of like a penultimate climax type of battle. So I don't think we'll be facing him here just yet, but may have to face off against Harbord, whatever he's supposed to be.
How long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
You about to have a prophecy or something?
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Jote of the lake?
What lake?
By all means.
I don't remember a lake.
Jote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
Oh, Lake Benamir.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Joshua, I'm pretty sure she wanted a little bit more than a kiss on the forehead, my dude. Just throwing that out there.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Jote.
Yeah, the Rossfield brothers are definitely not that bright when it comes to the advances of women.
Let's find our friends.
I wonder if we'll ever get to see that full artwork finished.